Well, let's bring in my friends Clay Travis and Buck Sexton. You know them from their hit radio show. Oh, nice pink there, Clay Travis. Wow, very nice.
I'm honoring Easter early. Got to bring some class to the show here.
Matches the rosé, which you no doubt have swirling in front of you. We'll start on a serious note. Okay, so this is a very sad situation, and on a very serious note, you are in the sports world. I love Tiger Woods. Who does not love Tiger Woods? He is a legend. He's been through this before. We all want to see him prevail. He's in my prayers. What are your thoughts, Clay?
I thought about it from a dad perspective. He's 50 years old. He's had all sorts of issues, many of them related to pain pills over all of the injuries that he has had. And to be at 2 o'clock in the afternoon driving, it must have been a very high rate of speed in order to flip a car like that. He's just making a series of really poor choices. And Kaylee, for everybody out there who's a sports fan, we now see Tiger more as a dad than we almost do as the dominant golfer that he has been in the past, as his son's caddy. And so when I see, as a dad of 3, when I see 50-year-old Tiger Woods in a perilous situation like this, I just think about his kids and the fact that really I want him to be there potentially for Charlie, like Earl Woods was there for him when you come off that 18th green. For all of us that are big golf fans, especially the U.S. Open, which always happens when it's Father's Day weekend, and you have that awesome moment where dad's there congratulating his son. I want that for Tiger, and I think he's got to get a lot of the demons fixed in his world right now.
Buck, we all want a comeback story, and this was supposed to be that story.
Well, yes, that's absolutely the case. I would just say, for a lot of people, when you see something like this happen, there's this sense of, okay, well, even someone as gifted, as wealthy, as globally famous as Tiger Woods has these kinds of challenges. And so in a sense, I think a lot of people see this as, okay, it's not just me. If they have addiction issues, or they have family members that have similar problems, they realize that this is just a human problem, and therefore even someone like Tiger Woods, and so celebrated, such a hero to so many in the sports community, can have these hurdles to deal with going forward. But as you said, a comeback story, there's still time for it. I mean, the happy ending to the story is nobody was hurt. Tiger Woods is fine. This is now just a question of him overcoming some personal demons. So, I mean, to me, we're going into the Easter season here. To me, there's a chance of a comeback story nonetheless, even though obviously this is a point now where I think it's clear that it's sad this guy has a real challenge, and hopefully he meets that challenge just like he would if he was on the golf course.
Yeah, Clay, over to another story playing out today. It's the No Kings protest. It's the third one. CNN is saying there's going to be millions of people, they say. They say it's in the suburbs. They say it's in red states. Our team unearthed a Craigslist poster. I want to pull it up. It's a jobs posting for the No Kings, quote, anti-Trump protest on the sales team. You make 20% commission. You earn $150 to $200 cash. You're going to hit the streets, right? You're going to go buy some merch, Clay?
I got to make, it's tax season, Kaylee, with all the money the government's taken from me. I got to make money wherever I can. I can't wait to get out and protest. No, it's a perfect Saturday in the spring. Nobody should be out. Everybody who's going to do this is a total loser. We all know this. And Trump can't even hardly pay the TSA agents. I wish he could be the king on this. There's a lot of TSA agents that wish he could, too.
Oh, no doubt. Buck, okay, so you mentioned the attendees. Here are some of them. We've got them for you. Jane Fonda, a winner, right? Bruce Springsteen, a winner. And then you got Bernie Sanders, a slate of winners that Clay will be joining on the streets.
Well, I think Bernie Sanders is amazing because he's a communist with 3 houses and millions of dollars in the bank. So I think he's an inspiration to commies and socialists all over the world in that sense. I would just note something, Kaylee. You mentioned merch before. First of all, Clay and I did not plan to both show up on your show wearing pink. This is what happens when you do 15 hours of radio a day with somebody, okay? I can't tell if the people at home, we actually have to deconflict. We show up wearing the same color T-shirts some days, so we spend way too much time, apparently, talking about these issues. On a side, and also, I thought Clay was kind of a heathen. He's celebrating Easter. I'm very proud of him. On the No Kings protest, you've given me a brilliant idea, and that is the next time Clay and I have a political bet, which we love to do on the show, I think the loser is going to have to show up to a No Kings protest wearing a Future
That's
is
a great
Female
idea.
T-shirt
Whoa.
and maybe one of those hats they used to wear back in the day.
I love this bet. I want to join in on these bets. You guys look like Easter eggs, by the way. You look like the outnumbered couch every noon, which is a beautiful couch, but maybe not for the men. But Clay, I got to tell you, it takes a strong man to wear pink. So I'm proud of you today. Strong man there.
Well, look, I think it's important to reach across the aisle. There's a lot of Democrats that still watch Fox News, and I want them to know that they're welcome here, too.
You guys look great, and you stick out like a sore thumb at the No Kings protest. So thank you both.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.